Gaming is going to look completely different in the next 5 years than it has in the previous 5 years. This is a statement I've made over and over and over again. In fact, I think I maybe made it 5 years ago. And I'm not sure that it does look drastically different as I say, but I really think we're going through this transitionary period. For my entire life, Blizzard has always had its own launcher that you've had to go through to open up its games. It's actually genius. It works pretty well. Love it. It's a great way to connect with everybody there. Where you don't have to do it, obviously, is on console. And so in big news, the first Blizzard games are coming to Steam. Now, Mikey Barra has tweeted out that this is unrelated to any kind of partnership deal, that this is something that they've been discussing and working through with Valve for a while now. And I'm sure that it is absolutely 100%. However, it does indicate to me the future that Activision Blizzard wants to take, the future that Blizzard games are going to take, especially now under Microsoft, as Microsoft owns them, as the Activision Blizzard acquisition takes over here. And I think it's only good. I think absolutely. Why do you... We're passing this stage of having walled gardens with respect to where you play your games. So there is going to be a walled garden with respect to subscriptions, obviously with Game Pass. And that's Xbox's ecosystem, Game Pass. The same as Netflix's ecosystem is Netflix. Or Amazon Prime, Amazon. Or Disney, Disney. But what device you play on is going to be much less of a walled garden as far as Xbox is concerned, especially with PC games. And this is the first step in that direction. I think Blizzard is headed in that direction. The first game, here we have the headline over at PureXbox.com. Blizzard Games announced for Steam ahead of the Xbox acquisition. Overwatch 2 will be the first title added to Valve's service. Here's what Mikey Barrow said. He said, "This has been a long discussion with Blizzard for some time based on player input. There are no other factors or partners influencing this." Now, Overwatch 2 probably needs some help with its player base. I would say Overwatch, perception-wise, is at an all-time low. There's a lot of issues there as far as what happened with Overwatch 2, with some layoffs that happened, some changes, some features and experiences that players thought that we were getting with Overwatch 2 ended up not being the case, and they stopped working on them or removed them. And so now Overwatch 2 is moving there. It'll be interesting to see what the next game is. How big of a player boost does this give you? Are all the players that will ever play Overwatch 2 already playing it, or does Steam give you this extra boost? We'll be curious. Will be interesting to see. They do move over. August 10th is when Overwatch 2 drops on Steam, and so it'll be an interesting case study. What about World of Warcraft? Does World of Warcraft go to Steam? What does that do for World of Warcraft? It'll be absolutely huge. Very interesting. This does mark to me a shift when it comes to Blizzard games, a shift in this new direction. And I don't think that it's a coincidence. I do believe Mike Ibarra. I think that this is something that they had in the pipeline for a while, but I don't think it's a coincidence. Having said that it's happening alongside and in tandem with the Microsoft Activision Xbox acquisition here. So it's going to be interesting. That acquisition is not closed. That's been extended till October. We're really just waiting on the UK at this point. They could close it in the US tomorrow. Phil Spencer came out and said as much. They're just waiting to resolve stuff with the UK and get things taken care of. They hold all the cards at this point since everything got denied in the US with the FTC lawsuit and Microsoft won. They hold the cards, and I'm sure that they are wheeling and dealing to get the best deal that they can to get this pushed through on the UK side. Regardless, it's exciting. It's interesting. We're in this new era of gaming where there's going to be less of these walls. Does the Blizzard launcher go away eventually? I would imagine that it does. I would imagine it probably gets housed into some sort of Game Pass for PC. The Game Pass for PC application or an Xbox application. I don't imagine it stays standalone for much longer. Going to be interesting. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think this helps Overwatch? I do. I really do. I do think that there's an audience that you're not hitting if you're not on Steam. That's just it. Particularly if you do, some sort of sale, some sort of bonus for jumping in, whether it be skins, battle pass, etc. I think you're going to hit players you otherwise wouldn't hit. So, what extent that is, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Love it. Very exciting. Would love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm X1 the Gamer. We cover Xbox news all the time right here on this channel. And I'll see you guys next time.